Well, good morning, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you'd please type the number 1 in the comment section, in that chat box, let me know that you can. I would greatly appreciate it. There's nothing worse than talking to myself for the next 30 minutes and no one being able to hear me. Actually, I think my wife would think that would be a good thing. Anyway, as you get started here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only. Nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Appreciate all of the ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Morning, Don. All right, let me just move that off to the screen there. Erica, Ops Trader, Alan, good, Mike, good to see many of you back again. I know we had a little sabbatical there with some of our family things we were dealing with, so appreciate y'all being here. And of course, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, ring the bell, which will get you notifications of all of our videos and things, the lives as we're going on there. And Facebook, Twitch, wherever you are, make sure you follow along with the various things that we do here, as well as on the other platforms. All right. Morning, say hey. So with that, folks, let's jump right into the futures. It's a sea of green with the exception of crude, which we want red in crude at $114 a barrel, right? Absolute freaking insanity. The ES is up 53 points. Nice move. We've got the YM is up 333. The NQ is up 205. RUT is up 27 points. Bitcoin is up 915. This might be a chance to maybe pick up some video type shares, guys, if you're not looking for Bitcoin. Ethereum is up $85. Gold is up 13, almost 14 points right now. And then crude down. Now, we've had retail sales just came out. Well, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a sell-off, but a very, very big candle of uncertainty there, right? They just don't really seem like they know what's going on just yet. We already had been in a bearish move, lower highs, lower lows before the announcement, right? Many candles that were lower lows. And this candle had another lower low as well, and we're just stretching that body to see where we wind up, bull or bear. But that's what's driving it right now. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look first at some trades from yesterday. Those of you that did do any trades yesterday, drop them in. If they were trades you got from here, awesome, drop them in. Now remember, funded, non-funded, doesn't matter. Made money, broke even, cost you money, doesn't matter. This is all about sharing and building that community. We're going to go over some from yesterday that we did here, that we called out here yesterday. Let's see. So the very first one is Save. SAVE. Now, Save was merger talks, right? Buyout from JetBlue at $30 a share. We're looking at a bull put spread below 17, right? They just rocketed yesterday, man. Great move. The 17 half. I couldn't get 17, so I wound up with the 17 halves. I kind of pushed the rule a little bit, but there's a 250 increment, so I didn't want to go to 15, 12 and a half, so I couldn't get any premium on it. Was able to pick up 45 cents on it. Had you done that trade near the open, and you could have gotten out for about 25 cents throughout the course of the day. Right now, Save, if we look at it in the pre-market, if you had held on, it's up another 8 cents right now, so really not bad whatsoever, right? So that was number 1 yesterday was Save. Number 2, TWLO. Nope, that's not it. Fat Fingers. TWLO. Now, they came out with it. They had a downgrade. We're looking at a bear call spread above 109, right? So we're up above this resistance level right here. We were able to get the 109 110s at 25 cents. Got out of them for about 15. So not a huge premium on it, but you just never know when those are going to happen. But we'll take the 10 cents. It's fine. And then WIX, W-I-X, was the last one from yesterday. We had a couple of others that had nice moves. I just didn't get a chance to track them all. For WIX, they had earnings come out. We were looking at a bear call spread above 78. They were are a monthly option with $5 increments. So not my favorite spread whatsoever, right? But we looked at 80.85s, right? So we were way up here. Never got in trouble at all. Way up here. Because of the $5 increment, we were able to get 70 cents. We could get out of those near the end of the day for about 20 cents. So really nice overall move on WIX. Again, monthly option. The only reason we did it is this Friday is monthly expiration. So that's our trades from yesterday. Let's see what you guys dropped in there. Alan had Facebook and A, which is Agilent, right? And then Facebook, Adobe. Oh, I got it. So it was Facebook and Adobe. Stopped out on Adobe. Okay. Say, hey, Netflix spread $100. Save spread 110. SPY $2,190. Yes, great job. I need to get another hammer here, guys, where you can drop the hammer. Erica said traded the SPY. Alan said choppa. Yeah, it had an interesting move, to say the least, Alan, right? The market. Actually can't really tell from here. If we go back over to SPX, right? If you weren't trading it yesterday or hadn't followed along, guys, look at the move. I mean, ugly, right? A lot of chop early on. We finally broke that double top into the afternoon, about 1:30, right? And then had a pullback in there as well. So let me go ahead and change this back over again to give me extended morning hours, pre and post. Very good. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at trades from today. I guess I should have said for today. So AMD is the very first one. If Trip is here, Trip, this is for you, baby. All right. So it's part of the Trip trio. So AMD right now got an upgrade. They were in a neutral bias yesterday, so I'm okay with a directional trade if we could find good supports and resistances around. AMD right now is up $3 to 97.5, right? So where are we? We're still pushing up. We got room to run to that 99 and 35 level. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 91, right? They're sitting right now at 97. So premiums, we got to see what we're going to get for it because that $3 move. But if I can't get below the $91, then I'm not interested in the trade. Okay. Could you take a directional on it? Yes. I like AMD. I've traded it a lot. So we could put a long call or a long call on this as well, meaning a directional trade. But I would probably trade it off of pivots if I was going to look for the directional trade. Baidu, right? Depends on how you pronounce it. The China regulations easing up again. So JD is getting a double batter today with the China regs as well as earnings, right? So looking good for them. So some of the others, you can look at Baidu, you can look at Alibaba and so the likes of, right? So if I kind of bring it back in there and we look at Baidu with their easing regs, they're at 122.31 right now. So let's see, 16, call it 36. That's 20 points. All right, I need Fibbits inside of here. 35, 45, 55, 18. Yeah, I need both. So let's go add a negative 136 and a 118, which are just levels that split the pivots, the Fibonacci's. And guys, and gals, of course, right? It's real simple. If you truly want to learn how I do this and why, go over to the Trading Like a Boss. Sean, drop that in, please. Go to the bottom of the page, and you'll see down here, Fibonacci, today's power indicator. Pick up that. It's a free training series. It's a three-part series. Pick up that free training series, which will give you an indication of why we do the things that we do. All right? So let's go back here. And if we're sitting right now on Baidu at 122 and Jingle, we're up above the 21. We're below that 126. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 116. All right, so it gets me down below this fib line here, which also has a confluence of the 8 moving average. Okay. Hey, Trip, good to see you here. Don said, booking bear call, $1,000 profit. Nice. Good, Don and Chris. Excellent. Excellent. I'm loving it. All right. Citigroup, C. All right. Surprise, surprise. They got a pop this morning on this nice bearish pattern they've had. Well, why would they pop? There wasn't an earnings deal. Berkshire Hathaway took a huge stake in them. I think about 4 or 5% stake in Citigroup. So nicey. By the way, BRK dot, a decimal point, dot B as in Bravo, is also moving to the upside on the announcement. So you may want to look at that one as well. All right. That is a position that I hold long term in my 401k IRA type accounts. Right. I like Berkshire. They tend to do a really good job for us, for their shareholders. So on Citigroup right now, they are up 244, which puts them at 50, right? So we got above the 48. So it puts them at 49.90 right now. And where's our resistance? 49.98. So a little bit of caution here. The good news, I think, is going to hold, right? So, I mean, it's Berkshire, right? If they're buying you, man, it's a note of wow, for your stock. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below, where are we right now? 50, below 48. Below 48, right? Which puts us down below this fib line, okay? I'm sorry, this fib line down here, all right? Home Depot. Man, I knew it would pay off for them if I kept spending all the dang money I do on my house there. Their earnings are out today, and they crushed it. They're up $11 freaking dollars today. 307 is the price right now. So here's 300. Here's 317. We don't need a fib in there, right? But we are sitting right now about that midpoint-ish, right? Close to that. So we're going to look at a bull put spread below 300 or a long call. You can do a naked put just a little bit higher in price. I'm not a big fan. I'd rather protect it with the spread. Home Depot is on our list of candidates from power option plays. So it's a regular for us to look to trade. All right. Hey, Jules, glad you made it, sir. JD, now they came out with earnings. They're also going to benefit from the China news again of easing restrictions happening over there on their tech companies. They're up $4 to 55.5, which means we're just barely above that 55.09 level, which is our 21 moving average. I'm not excited about that one, guys. So the rule on this, or the note on this, would be if they're sitting at 55.5, we're going to look at a bull put spread below 54, and I'm going to write caution. No, it's funny. I had caution written on one yesterday. Who was it? TDD. Right, I wrote caution in there. Actually, probably need to go on the intraday candle to see it better. TDD. Okay. Let's try that again. TDD. Oh, I don't know why it's not taking the symbol. All right. Anyway, I had caution written on it and did not perform well at all yesterday. So definitely better choice to be, if you see that caution sign, you've got to take note of, am I willing to take a more aggressive position? That's what that caution means to me is if I can't find anything else, maybe, but I'm going to kind of use them more as a last resort. All right. So let's see. We're now looking at, that was JD, SSYS. Right, folks, there's only 3 candidates left after this. So go ahead and drop in the candidates that you want me to take a look at for you today. One last set of eyes before you go ahead to look to place that trade. On top of that, remember, community, right? That's all what it's about, is building community. So what is that doing? Those that are in here that maybe aren't finding some candidates on their own, maybe looking for some other stocks, maybe trying to get a grasp on things, your candidates help them as well, and helps me sometimes find some ones as potentials for today as also. So SSYS got earnings and an upgrade from JP Morgan. So big earnings, big upgrade rather. So they're up $1.38. They're an $18.50 stock. They have been in a massive slide down, right? From 43 down to 17. Right now they're up at 18.5. So it gets me above the 18. I still have resistance at that 1937. Here's what I'm going to look at. A naked put below 18. Actually, no, let's not say that. It would have to be below 18, yes. But I'm actually looking for a naked put that gives me about a 20 delta. I've got a 15 delta right now and a 33. I would stay away from the 15. I'm talking about going down below the 18, and yet realistically, I'm looking at the 14, 15-ish level that we're going to wind up at, because you're going to look for that delta of about 20. Actually, my bad. I was reading the mid column. So 22, I'm good with that. Right now, we would get 60 cents as of yesterday. We'd get 60 cents for the 16. So as long as we're down, as long as it is down below 18, and it gives me a delta of 20-ish, we'll be okay to go. All right. TTWO is our next one. They're on the upside today, earnings. Right. So where are they? Where in the world is TTWO? So they're up $6 to 116 right now. So they just got above our 115.5. We've got 120 as resistance just above there. So we got $4 move potential still to the upside. So we could look at a bull put spread below 115. Caution. It's just a little tight for me. We're barely above it. We're at 116.5, so $1 above. I would almost rather see it get to 117, 118 first, pull back and bounce, and then look for the trade there. Right? United, UAL. Right? Where are they? They had earnings today. They're on the upside so far this morning, up $1.76. Looks like they're just going to start to turn profitable now after COVID, which is great. They did cite pilot shortages causing issues, concerns for the whole industry, not just them. So right now they're at 45, we'll call it and a half. So 44.5 is our 8. 46 is a huge resistance, folks. So I need the stock above 46 and a retest and bounce. Then I'd be looking at a naked put with about a delta of 20. All right. So get me above the 46.13, maybe to 47, pull back, bounce. Then I'll look at a naked position. You go to a bull put spread. You can do a long call. Low enough price stock. I'm okay with the naked put on it. All right. And then last is Wally World. Not doing good today. Low price producer, didn't produce well this quarter. They're down almost $10 right now to 138.5, which puts them yowzer down below this last fib line that we've got, our zero line. So we actually have to go back and look at old fibs to find support and or resistance levels, in this case support, that might work out for us. So if we're sitting at 138, we already were in a bearish bias. Not true bear, but we were bear enough to take a directional trade. Down here at 138, we're going to look at a bear call spread above 141.5, 142. No, my bad. That's 38. Yeah, 142. Above 142. Okay. Done. 141.5. Okay. Or I'm going to look at a long put. But I got a rule. There's something that's got to happen first. We need the stock to retest the 141.5. So what am I looking for in essence is this. And you guys drop your candidates in if there's any you want me to take a look at for you today. So we're down here right now, 138 and a quarter. So we'll say right about there is where we are now. Okay. So if we can come back up, retest, it doesn't have to get all the way up there, right? I don't need it to actually hit it. I just need to get near it, right? So if we're down at 138 right now, right down there, if we move up to 141, 140 and 3/4, and we can fail off of there, then I would consider a directional trade. You got 138 would then be your first target. Now you could look at pivots. I just don't know if you're going to get a lot of value out of them because of a $10 move on Walmart. That's not a normal move. Actually, on Walmart, they move $3.30 a day. So that $10 move is going to whack those pivot points out of line. So you're probably not going to get a whole lot out of it. Perfect. TTD. Oh, I was putting the wrong symbol in. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. All right. So with that, let's go take a look at the candidates that you guys want me to take a gander at. Let's get our list that gives us everything. All right. Let's come over here. And first thing we've got in there is SPY, SPY, right? So let's go and put that up. SPY, current price 405.80, short off the test of the 272 fib line, which is 406.5. All right, so right now I'm looking at SPY at 405.80. You got it right on track there, John, right? So it's at 405.80. So there's a 406.5 level, which is the negative 272 that John's talking about. And that targeting the 8 moving average down here, which is that 402.5, okay? And then long off of the retest of the 272 fib, targeting the 21 EMA. So John's saying if we break above the 406.5 retest and bounce, he's going to target that 414.34 level on the upside. He also said fibs and pivots are lining up well today. There you go. See, that's the key, is if you can get any kind of confluence, it's just a home run. So I love the trade setup, John. Are you trading this or at least looking at it daily in what you do? Is this a regular occurrence for you on SPY? Let's see. Paula put in Apple. Just drop a note down there when you get a chance, John. Let's see. Let's take a look-see at Apple. Right? Holy Apple. Never mind. Let's see. We definitely need a new fib in there. Oh, yeah. Where? All right, we're going to draw from there. So we're going to have to back this fib up even further than the starting point, which I don't like to do because we're going to use that same start. We're going to wind up, or end rather. We're going to wind up down here. All right, we've already hit the 618. At that point. So let's see. Where are we right now with Apple? So they're up 222 right now to 147.75. So we are pinned right now, Paula, between the 146.12 and the 148.79. For me, long bullish trade, I need to get above the 149 level. Right? Get above, retest, and bounce. If you fail on the 146, I'd look at a bearish entry. I do like the bearish better, because we are in a true bearish bias. All 3 moving averages, pink on the bottom, green in the middle, brown on the top, are in the correct order, which means true bear. So a little caution with the bull, but right now we trade the market at hand. It is bullish. Right? I hope that helps. Paula, let me know in the comment section down below. Linda is asking for Mastercard. I got my papers blowing all over the place. I forgot it's summertime or getting near it, and ceiling fans are on. So let's see. All right. So Mastercard, the plan is near and above the 8 moving average of a slight pullback, a long call. Okay. So on Mastercard right now, we're up 5 1/4 points at 335, right? So 334.34 is our 8. We're at 335, so we're just above it, still down below the 338. If a slight pullback, long call. So you could go with the pullback down to the 334, but remember, Linda, you've got resistance at 338. So you're a little tight. Mastercard moves $13 a day, so you've got to be cautious of whipsaw taking place. Unless you put a hard target in, you're okay. But you still got to be cautious of a whipsaw happening. It's still possible that you hit the target, and if it's a market order, it's just going to whip. If it's anything that you're hiding, right? If it whips on that resistance and pulls back, you could be literally underwater very quickly on that trade. So hard targets are definitely a way to go. Or you wait for the break above the 338 to retest and the bounce with 346 as your resistance. So maybe 345, 344, somewhere around there as your target. I hope that helps, Linda. Let me know in the comments down below. Robert, good morning, sir. Hubs, HUBS. Let's put that puppy in here. See where we are in pre-market with the Hubs. They're right now flat. There's no movement on them. HUBS. HubSpot. Okay. I haven't really traded these guys much. So they're flat right now. We're in an overall bearish bias, Robert. My automatic connotation is to say, ooh, I want to take this to the downside, right? I don't have a 100-point level drawn here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and we're going to snap a line, just any old line, doesn't matter where it is. I'm going to change the color to that red color. That's my choice, my dash dot, and I'm going to make this 300. Right? Now that line is there, and if I just double click on it, I duplicate that line, I can go back and put in 400 and so forth, right? For all the various fib or 100-point levels that belong on this chart, right? Because this thing doesn't move enough to not have hundreds on here. So has monthly options, but expires end of week, looking for a bear call spread or a put if it's breaking down below the -136. All right. Do we need it there? Good point. That's 100. I just said it, and I'm not even looking for it. So I'm glad you wrote that in, Robert, because I am not even focused on it. So we need the -136. We're also going to need the 118. Both belong at this point. Oh, look how much sweeter that looks now. Robert, spot on, my friend. I am loving this. Hubs. All right. Excellent. I like it. I like it a lot, Robert. Good catch. I like the trade. I could see Sean writing it down too. All right. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Frankie's asking for Dash. Let's make sure we're not scrunched. We're not. Okay. So, all right. What do we got there? Closed at 65.79, current 68.40. Confluence of the EMAs. Looking for the fail of the zero line, 74.5. I might be looking at it. So hold on a second. Am I doing something wrong here? Well, that's not how you type in dash. That was wrong. All right. So they're right now at 68.40 is where we're sitting at right now. So, all right. So they're at 68.40. Looking for a fail off the zero line of the 74.5. So my zero line is drawn. Oh, actually, you know what? We probably need a new fib. We do. We need a new fib in here. All right. So let's draw a new fib on dash. This is a longer move. This is a bigger move. You know, we can measure it. We had, we'll call it 60 points there. And we've got 72 there. So it's a bigger move. All right. So that was number one. Okay. So that's first things first. Next is we've got 18. So 57, 67, 70, 57, 65, 75. So I don't really need one on the upside, but I'm going to need a fib down here for sure. So we're going to need the -136. And right now, Dash is sitting at 68.40. So I've got my lines in a little bit different place, Frankie, because of the redraw on this. So I do like it if it fails because it is in a bearish bias down to that 57.60. Sorry about the confusion there. That was just me trying to tie it all together from what you were looking at. But that old fib, still a valid fib, but this move is directionally bigger, and we made it up to the 236, so we're good. Okay. So Don and Chris, thanks. Say hey. You had a good day also. Yeah, you guys, I love it, man. I love the trades everybody's doing. So John did say, yes, regular SPY. I find it better concentrating on one symbol mostly. Yeah, me too. I like that as a go-to. You know, if I'm rushed and I'm in a bind and I can't make lunch or something and I'm just rushing around, pizza's the go-to, right? I like to have a go-to. It's easy, it's fast, it gets me food, and I be able to get back to work or whatever it is. So I agree. Having that go-to with SPY is tremendous. All right, so let's look at IWM. Yep, we are pushing the time just a little bit. So I've got fibs drawn on it right now. And once again, so Linda, if we look, you know, here's the magic that we've got to consider, right? That's about $39 right now. If we try to look at what's happening here, it's about 36. So this is still not a reason to redraw yet. This move, the original move, is a much cleaner thrusting pattern. We had this pull down, this bounce, this pull back. So the fibs themselves are valid where they are. The one thing missing from here, it should be a 200-point level, right? So we can convert that line over just like I did before, right? Change that to 200, go to the dash dot, go to the brown, and you can do this any way you choose. This is not a rule. There's no laws about it. It's just how I tend to draw them, right? And right now, if we look at IWM, we should have a bounce this morning. It's up $3.50 to 180.62. We've got a 182 in here, 77. That's 11 points. We don't need it on the top, just on the bottom. So I like the bearish connotation for the setup, but with us sitting at 180.5 right now, Linda, if we can get a pullback and a bounce up to 183, I'll take the bullish trade there, but I need the pullback first, right? I hope that helped. Yes, you're welcome on Mastercard also. Yeah, no, you're good, Frankie. You're good. Listen, so Frankie just said my fibs are way off, right? And thanked me for it. But guys, that's what this is all about, right? Listen, I missed stuff too, right? When Frankie had his numbers in, I'm like, wait, what am I missing? And I went, oh, wait, my fibs are wrong. I got to redraw the fibs now. And not they're wrong. I need a new fib, right? So it triggers a response, and it's a communication. It's a back and forth. And that's what this is about. What can we all do to help each other find some better trades day in and day out? Yeah, Linda said, John, I'm with you. If I have more than 3 things to look at, I can miss stuff. Yeah, right. And Linda chimed in and said, me too. All right, no, you're good, Linda. You're good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sean, drop those links in, if you would, please, to Trading Like a Boss. Guys, listen, I've got a free training coming up this week. If there is only one left, it is this Wednesday night. We're not doing another one after that. It's called Key to Be Free. You do not want to miss out on this training. We are pushing the envelope with the numbers right now. We're probably at 800 and change in there. So if you want to truly learn what it takes to free yourself from the chains of not being successful in the market, I'm going to lay some great stuff out for you right here to give you a good understanding of it, right? So with that, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. So many of you are. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, everybody. I will see you all at our next update. All right, bye for now.